A letter urging the Virginia Attorney General to investigate why some students at Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology were not notified in a timely fashion about being awarded a National Merit Scholarship Award. Joining us this afternoon, Virginia's Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Sears. Governor, nice to have you with us.
Yes, good to be with you and your listeners and viewers. Thank you.
Let's talk about this. The governor has sent out this letter. You urging him to do that as well. Give us the reason to investigate. This has to do with what the school says was an honest error, but it's an error that actually affected a bunch of students. Give us a little background, if you would, please.
Yes. Well, first of all, I didn't have to urge the governor to do anything. As you know, education is very high in his priorities. And as a matter of fact, it's also high for our Attorney General. I mean, that's why we won. We won on that major issue, the ability for parents to get involved in their child's education no matter what. And so you see that the governor has asked for an investigation, and so have I. And the Attorney General is going to be looking into that. But what this is about, if these allegations are true, then it tells us that certain educators decided amongst themselves to keep children who had been successful in their studies. They weren't given the opportunities to get ahead. And that's not acceptable to any parent if these allegations are true. So let's hope that it was a simple error, that it was a simple mistake. Otherwise, there's going to be, some things that we're going to be discussing later on.
Well, so there is no presumption of this is not some sort of a sinister plan, that it may just have been an error. But your concern is that if there was a problem one way or the other, that it then deprived these students of the prospect, at the very least, of the aid from the National Merit Scholarship Award program.
That's right, because and this is, once again, we don't know whether this was intentional or whether this was simply a mere oversight. It was an accident. Nobody was trying to keep anyone's child, out of the loop and being successful in applying to colleges and using the ability that they had been awarded this scholarship, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to get to the bottom of that. But in the meantime, what we are saying and what we do know, possibly alleged, is that the taxpayers' money, $500,000, just under $500,000, $455,000 of the taxpayers' money was used to find a company, an equity company, and the guarantee would be that this company would guarantee the outcome for everyone, equal outcome. Folks, that doesn't happen anywhere in life. Nobody is guaranteed an equal outcome. What we want to guarantee is equal opportunity. That's what the American dream is all about.
What kind of outcome are we speaking about here was guaranteed? What's that allegation?
Well, that's what we don't know. I mean, how do you guarantee an equal outcome in education? I mean, are you talking about everybody gets an A? Or is it everybody gets a B? So you take the A students down to a B and the C students up to a B. What does it mean? And why are you paying $500,000 almost of the taxpayers' money to do this? Is there nothing better that can be done? So there's just so much going on. Every time we turn around, as I've said before, new year, same hell. What in the world is going on? And that's what this investigation that the governor has called for is going to determine.
I'm going to take a leap here and characterize you as a small government Republican. Do you see the irony here sometimes in the notion of having the executive branch sort of supersede the local school boards and things like that? It seems like, well, if we don't like the decision that you made, we're ready to intervene. There's a philosophical issue here, it seems to me.
No, that's not what this is about. This is about parents being able to make decisions when it comes to their children's education. The local school boards have their constitutional rights, and the executive branch also has its constitutional rights. And that's what we're doing. We're living up to the election results, which is we were elected to ensure there's transparency in government. Transparency in government includes the ability to see what's happening in education. Education is not off limits to the executive branch.
No one's suggesting that it is.
Well, we don't want that false dichotomy. We were elected to represent Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Green Party, everybody, Libertarian, whatever you are. We were elected to represent all the people. So all the people means all the people, including their children. Our part in government is to ensure that everyone has access to an equal opportunity in education. No one can guarantee the outcome. Nobody can. We can put in standards of learning. We can put that talks about history, that talks about government, economics, trade, you name it. But what we can't guarantee is that everybody gets an A. Life doesn't work like that in your job. If you don't do well, you're out. That's the way life works. And by the way, this is a national security crisis to me when we don't have children who are learning. And this is about their future, the ability to create generational wealth. So that's what this is about.
Lieutenant Governor of the state joining us, and we appreciate it. Many thanks.
Thank you.